Thank you, my friend. It went in. So 17-16. They scored on the, I guess, pick drive off the interception. Dude, you know I heard a stat today? You ready for this one? The New York Jets became the first team in NFL history. Did you hear about it? No picks in the entire season. Yeah. Oh no. Offensive and defense? Oh, just offensive. Oh, that's insane. That's insane. Wow. Just talking about some stats in here, NFL stats, and they are funny ones. All right. Hey, we're going to start with this lead story right here. Yes, indeed. Happy Thursday night. Come on, baby Friday. What's going on? Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center. Tomorrow is Friday, and tonight is Thursday. I'm in the Ken's 5 Digital Center. Blessings to you and yours on this fabulous Thursday night. Want to start with the lead story here today. Without a doubt, Mountain Cedar, 20,000 plus. This is the highest count in 2 years for San Antonio. Not that that's, this is about average on an annual basis for us with Mountain Cedar, the devil's dandruff, the vile weed itself, ragweed, oak, mountain cedar, the greatest of which is mountain cedar. That is not biblical, by the way, but I borrowed that from the Apostle Paul. That sequence, if you know what I mean. Faith, hope, and love, the greatest of which is love, praise God. But in this situation, it's the ragweed, oak, and cedar, the greatest of which is cedar. I'm looking for, if you're new to the area, I do want to show you something about cedar. You know what? Let me show you this first. Because over the weekend, right? Last weekend we had like 15 to 16,000 counts, which were very heavy. And then on Monday it dropped to a moderate 420, but then that was it for that moderate trip. It goes right back up to heavy by Tuesday, and then yesterday 15.4, today at 20. And if, like I said, if you look at that, oh, here it is. If you look at that, average is 20 to 25, and the peak is usually late January. So we're really hitting these numbers a bit on the early side. We're in this until at least mid-February, maybe late February. It has gone as far as the final week of our second month. But notice how many, weeks it stays elevated. I mean, peaking at the end of January, sure, but I mean, it's really high early January and can stay where we are now through mid-February. I mean, it really can. Highest count ever, 1982's 80,000 parts per cubic meter. I mean, just ridiculous. Hi, Lori, Marcy, good to see you guys. What's up, Lizette? How are you? So, yeah, Cedar is the lead story for us, but some changes coming. Let's start with highs today. Some lower to mid 80s down to the south, but we stopped at 76. Let's make sure that's not near a record. No, 84 from 1923. Record high from the 20s. Stays in place another year. All right, so let's see if the visibility has changed. Overnight tonight, we will stay mild. The air is a bit humid. Good evening, Hanak. It's coming. I got a good cold front for the weekend, brother. We got some cold air in the forecast. First of two fronts that we'll talk about with some good cooler air for those of you wanting some winter temps. All right, so Here's what the visibility forecast has not changed from this afternoon. Pockets of fog will develop southeast and east of us between 5 and 7. And San Antonio, the hill country, don't look to be affected by fog tomorrow morning. I mean, we might see a little bit, but it really looks like the brunt of it is going to be southeast. But please remember, fog is one of the trickiest forecasts out there. So while we show you this visibility forecast, and it's done a pretty good job this week, I will say that, you can't, say there's not going to be any fog. Definitely no fog tomorrow morning. There could be a little bit in San Antonio. All right. Now, the good news. Better rain chances for Friday. More than needing cold, we need rain. I promise you. Uvalde's here. Hi, Heather. Good to see you. Hi, Leticia. What time are storms getting here? Well, that's what we're taking a look at now, Eddie. And I think there could be an isolated thunderstorm. Oh, Leticia, yeah, exactly. I mean, very heavy on Cedar. And with the winds that are going to be blowing in with this cold front, I can't imagine getting much relief this weekend. So have your husband stay out ahead of it with some meds. And if you guys have never used any medicine for mountain cedar, I have found that Cedar X is effective. It's at HEB. This is not a paid endorsement. I just used it one time when I don't get affected too often, but it does hit once in a while. And it's usually cedar. All right. 5 a.m., some showers southeast through the 8, 9 a.m. hour, but then look what happens at mid-morning. Boom. Thunderstorms erupt right around 11 into the noon hour and race right up the I-35 corridor. Then in the afternoon, a little more scattered, but a few additional downpours through 3, maybe 4 p.m. We will take it, okay? This is a good little disturbance out ahead of the cold front. You can already see what the cold front will start doing as early as 6 a.m. Saturday. Biting north wind that's going to really be moving. Temperatures will start the day in the low to mid 40s across the area and will take a while to recover. We're going to stay in the 40s, and then look at that. We get some showers in the afternoon hours of Saturday. Look at that. Very interesting. So might have to be adjusting that Saturday forecast as the front moves through. Now, I will say this about Saturday. The Severe Prediction Center has Saturday morning in a 1 out of 5 risk, mainly southeast Texas, but it moves as far west as Seguin. So I thought that was kind of interesting. We're going to move this box over. We're going to have to move the tornado individually. I don't want to cover the green part. We'll get this to the empty spot of our map here. And now, Mr. Tornado, you're coming with me. Move you over. Hi, Arturo. Hi, Mary. There we go. And so, let me move that. Change that. Okay. So yeah, a 1 out of 5 risk for seeing an isolated thunderstorm turn severe Saturday morning mainly. Now when we include, I can't do that either. Tuesday, we get some rain totals upwards of almost half an inch. We'll take everything we can get, don't get me wrong, but the better totals will be in East Texas, especially come Tuesday when we have another little impulse and rain chance. Waco in the morning, not early, Elsa. Early it looks to say east-southeast. I think the earliest we start seeing stuff is about midday, maybe 11 a.m. And it would be west first, so I think you should be ahead of it. You should be good. San Marcos tomorrow might get interesting. Yeah, you might get a few showers up there, Eddie. Yeah, Paula, it's coming. We got some cooler weather in the forecast, but the first order of business coming tomorrow, I'm sorry, see how the winds stay nice and light tomorrow morning? That'll help with fog. No. And so here we go with the winds that are on the way come Saturday. And I mean, they're coming in early. Look at this, 3 in the morning, we're going 30 plus. Then we get to mid-morning and 30 to 35 miles per hour. Remember, a tropical storm is 39 miles per hour, and we're going to be close to that. Especially hill country and the I-35 corridor, winds will start dying down in the mid-afternoon. So this is why we have a weather impact alert for Saturday. Between 3 a.m. and noon is when the wind speeds will be highest, between 30 and 40 mile per hour gusts. So please make sure to secure everything at your home, outside, for some big winds on Saturday morning. They won't be associated with thunderstorms. These are just going to be winds that we deal with come Saturday morning. But like I say, overnight into Saturday morning. So it's going to be as early as about 3 a.m. that we start getting those winds cooking and kicking. Down on the Go Rio cruise, San Antonio River style. Beautiful. I love that cruise. I don't know if you've ever done that. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. You ever see that one on Parks and Rec?
Treat yourself.
Those are great episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Great episode.
Oh, yeah.
I also love the when Tammy comes back, and then Ron's mom, and they settle it with the old-fashioned drink off. And Amy Poehler's like, "Oh, I'm going to do it." Oh, it's so good. All right, 14-day forecast. The rain chance on what we just saw, 30 to 40% tomorrow. So still a better probability you don't see rain, but that model's really hinting towards it tomorrow. Let it rain. We do need it. You're welcome, Pamela. And then into Saturday, might have to adjust that 20%, but right now I'll stick with it. Cold and windy on Saturday. You can see highs will stay in the 50s and then mid-30s on Sunday, Monday. That means that hill country temps, upper 20s to maybe 30, both mornings, Sunday, Monday. To start next week, it's going to be cold. Even Tuesday will be a freeze in the hill country. But San Antonio is still waiting for its first 32, and it could get close Monday morning as well as next Sunday, the 18th, another cold front that weekend. So we shall see. We definitely have some cold, and that's going to be a good, 3-day winter right there before we're back to the mid to upper 60s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then another front on the weekend again. So 2 good fronts for our 14-day forecast. Yeah, I wish. Adriana, it's definitely going to be very windy on Saturday. Yeah. So anchor down. It will be windy, mainly Saturday morning. Guys, I got to run. God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I hope we see you at 10 p.m.